Hey guys, Taylor here for Modern Arcade, and here is our review for the new 2D action side-scroller Dead Cells. Now I'll admit up front that I haven't actually played this game, but I've watched 2 reviews for it. Well, I guess technically it was just 1 review. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this anyway, and tell you what I think based on what I've seen. So Dead Cells is an action-packed dungeon exploration game that plays a lot like the classic Metroid and Castlevania games. Now this subgenre has become so common for a lot of modern indie games that it's actually earned its own classification, Metroidvania. But if you don't have much experience with either of those games, basically you're exploring a giant map and you move room to room in search of treasure and equipment upgrades in order to defeat an evil boss. Or in the case of Dead Cells, escape imprisonment. What makes Dead Cells different is the dungeons are generated randomly, similar to the maps in Diablo and more currently the Niflheim realm in the new God of War. The dungeon changes every time you die, which is going to happen a lot. But with every death comes experience, and I don't mean literal experience points, but the abilities you acquire before death seem to stick with you upon every respawn, and hopefully you've learned a little about the enemy's tactics so when you face those bosses for a second, third, or fourth time, you'll have a much better shot at taking them down. With all the abilities and the equipment you're able to collect, there are huge customization options that allow you to create different combinations, so if something isn't working, you can select a different loadout for your next run. And as you go, there are blueprints you can collect and mutations you can buy that will further enhance your abilities. And it sounds kind of like the skill tree in Diablo 2 or World of Warcraft, where you can put lots of points into the skills and abilities you want to use and ignore the ones you don't. So if you're really into these heavy action, side-scrolling, beat-em-up, dungeon-crawling exploration games, Dead Cells is that, with RPG elements that will keep you hooked for as long as there are bosses to beat and rooms to explore. And to quote Boomstick Gaming, Dead Cells figures out an intriguing way to have your roguelite and Metroidvania experience all in one by focusing on your failures and urging you to try something new the next time. Well put, my friend. If you want a more detailed review of Dead Cells, check out his channel, or stick around here and subscribe to Modern Arcade. Either way, we appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.